I want to get some tears too. Let me get a little bit too, man. Just hydration, y'all. Hydration. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Y'all boys went hard in the paint.
It's like Casa Migos. Migos. It's like Blanco.
Go.
Reposado.
I'm gonna hang another window with my record. Let's go!
Every single fucking day, we gon' make it someday. We gon' make it someday. We gon' make it someday. Niggas killing niggas, man, this shit is genocide. Niggas switch on niggas, are you sure he gonna ride? Circle full of squares, but your guy can't pick a side. When it rains, it pours, if you scared to stay inside. Saucing on the strip, I can barely open my eyes. The baby got the shaking, you know a nigga is fried. I told her I'm a star and I'm just falling through the night. And if you fuck with that, then you can fuck with me tonight. I'ma go stunt my niggas. Pat me a dud, not a swisher. You acting all out for the women. And now I'm not stunting these bitches. I'ma go give me some money. I'ma go fuck on your woman. I beat up the boss like a drummer. She hooked on the
All right, we are back. I got water in my cup. Another episode. I am your host, Mr. Diddy Podman. Welcome to What We Talk About podcast. Back with family as always. To the left of me,
What's happening? It's the captain of the B-Fly ship, Mr. Riley. Go Dogs.
Jay still don't play.
Jay is still bright. Per usual.
Every week.
Birthday Jay
Every
still
week.
don't
Per
play.
usual.
It's my birthday all month.
Let's
Happy
go.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
boy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. We're drinking water because of Jay's birthday, okay? Long night last night. Shout out to Stats. Good time last night. Fellas, Happy New Year's as well.
Happy
Yeah,
New Year.
I know y'all got goals.
Yeah.
Hope they're gonna work out for you. I'm tired of it.
Is everybody still on course? It's the ninth day.
I mean, you know, it's a new day. Starts anew. I'm doing all right for mine.
All right.
How about y'all?
I'm good. Sticking to the plan. That's the only reason why I didn't come out last night. I was in the lane.
Discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
That's good.
Focus, consistency, and discipline.
I will say this. Elliot said he wants to be in the house. I've seen him. I've been out with him once, you know, New Year's Day. He was out with me all night. And then he was
That
out
was a great
Saturday.
night.
So we're kind of sticking to the script.
Well, I was back home by like 10:30, 10:45
Yeah.
Saturday. So
What time you get home on the first?
Diddy, I don't know. I just know I made it home.
It was my birthday. He was celebrating my
I
birthday.
was celebrating.
Yeah.
That's how it
Yeah.
did start. It started with J
Yeah,
shots.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
FaceTime shots.
So yeah, that's exactly how it started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me ask y'all this, because I don't know if it's just me, but I'm over the New Year's shit already. I don't like when I'm hitting up my people that I know and they're trying to tell me no because it's New Year and they're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to act this way. I'm like, come on, y'all. It's not really y'all. You know what I mean? And it's already starting to bother me a little bit.
You know the saying, Diddy, new year, new me.
Correct.
So let me just speak for me, right? I do have goals. I do have all of these things that I want to do. At the same time, I have to be true to myself.
Right.
So, am I going to not be me for the sake of my goals? In some instances. In some instances, what Elliot wants to do got to get put to the side because this is what Elliot got to do in order to get down there. You know what I'm saying? But it can't always be no. Sometimes it's going to be absolutely. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think no is sustainable,
yeah.
right? Because it's like what they call going on a diet, right? You say no, and then when you finally get that cupcake, then you get that cake, then you get that donut, then you get that, you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
And then you just fall totally out of it. I think it has to come with some sort of balance
Absolutely.
between the no's and the yes
Absolutely.
to the streets. Now,
'Cause
I'll talk about saying no in February, but for January, I'm yes.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
You there?
I'm pulling up.
You pulling up?
For a little bit, or a lot of it, I'm there.
Yeah.
I might be done this week. I don't know yet.
This week?
This might be my last week, man, of turn up for now. But turn up ain't too bad for me, man. But the nights get long, dog.
So this is how I've reasoned it for myself. Like outside ain't going nowhere.
That's true.
Outside ain't going nowhere.
Your crush might
Especially
go.
Charlotte outside.
And
Your crush might go.
and that's
she might get
fine.
caught.
That's fine. That's okay.
That
That's
means she
okay.
wasn't meant for him.
Exactly. You know what I mean? I'm at a place in life where I only want people around me that want to be
Yep.
around me. If you don't fool with me, that's cool. Don't fool with me at all.
Yeah.
And no, don't halfway fool with me. Don't kind of fool with me. Don't fool with me at all. If you rock with me, rock with me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna rock with you.
That's
You know what I mean? I'm not even on returning energy. I'm seeing the energy, processing it, and then just moving on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just moving on. Like, life's too short.
Maybe we need to adapt that.
Yeah, I ain't mad. That's pretty
Life's
smooth
too
right
short.
there.
Yeah, so
That grown man knowledge right there.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all set any goals that y'all know y'all probably gonna get done this year? Did y'all, all right, I'm probably stretching it a little bit. All of them pretty attainable.
mine are simple. One I've already started on. We talked about it to kick off the year last year, the whole trading thing. So I'm actively trading.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just told y'all, 6 months, 7 days a week on this fitness journey, man. I'm trying to look like an Avenger by my birthday. You know what I'm saying?
D-Day
Like,
suit, ready.
I'm trying. You know, that's the goal. How obtainable? I don't know. We're going to find out. You know,
Elliot's gonna do 7 days on for 6 months straight.
7 days a week, 6 months straight. This month, I started back on the OMAD, so it's 1 meal a day. I'm doing that 4 days on, 3 days off. Probably around April, May, I'm gonna kick it to 7 days a week.
You be a bad bitch, boy.
Damn. Are your off days the weekends, like Friday,
Yeah, the
Saturday, Sunday?
weekends.
Okay.
Yeah, so my off days are the weekends. But we're 1 meal in it, man. 1 meal a day, locked in. Committed to saving money, committed to maintaining my mental, my physical, my spiritual, emotional. It won't be a repeat of last year. Actually, I was talking to Trav earlier today, and last year, although last year seemed like a bad year for me, as I look back, it was more of a, like, how much pressure can you take?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so now it's, okay, well, cool. You showed me what you can take. All right, well, here you go. You know what I mean? So I literally feel like this is my Jordan year. I'm getting 6 rings this year.
Yeah.
Do you put a threshold on any of those goals? Like, for instance, your fitness goals. Is it like a size waist you want to have, or a weight that you want to be on the scale? When you say your savings, do you have a set amount? You like, I want to have this amount in my bank account by the end of the year.
So as far as the fitness goes, it's not. It's just a look.
Yeah.
It's I just want to look and feel and be my best physically by my birthday.
Yeah.
For a financial standpoint, absolutely a number on that. Mental, it's hard to kind of assess.
For sure.
But it's, for me, I guess it's about managing stress level, and just making sure, like, I can approach every day in a positive mindset, healthy mindset. I guess the biggest one for me is, like, probably more so spiritual than anything else. I mean, just making sure that, I'm staying connected to the source.
Yeah.
And it's, we 9 days in, but it's been some already. You know what I mean? And it's, my thing is to wake up the next day and be like, yo, it's a new day, man.
new day.
It's a new day, so let's go. We're
That's
blasting
crazy.
off on this new day.
But that's good, man, because literally the word on Sunday, my pastor was speaking about how God really can never bless you until you go through the bad times. Because, like, he knows he's going to reward you, but he's just testing to make sure that you're ready for it. So, like, you got to go and stay positive during the bad times. Keep on doing the same routine, because then when it blesses you, you're ready for it. Ain't going to be nothing different to it. So, it's the way to look at life, man. So, I think it's really going to happen for you this year, man. So, good luck to you. We can talk about it in the year for the recap.
Hey, man, listen, I give y'all updates whenever y'all ask. I give you an update. Right now, we 9 for 9.
Yeah, just make sure you don't want to do that this year. You know
Nah,
what I'm
we
saying?
good this year. Nah, this year, we on something different.
That's been sitting on Diddy's nerves.
It has been. It has been.
Ever since the episode,
Man.
it's been just. It does not sit
that
well.
struck a nerve.
It does not sit well in this man's spirit at all.
It just threw me off. But speaking of that, I did meet a psychologist. I want to have bring her on.
Okay.
We can have an episode so we can really talk about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like my mindset on it is a little wild. And I
It's-
want to get there, and then I want to make sure that y'all have another voice to speak to, about
I'm gonna
it.
tell you the crazy
Put you on
thing
game.
though, Diddy. It's not. When I was your age, I had the same thought process. Like I did. It was like, man, you get another day. Like, it's a new day. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So, but then life was like, hey, man, hey, let me holler at you real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me holler at you again.
Again?
You know what I mean? And now hold on. We ain't finished talking. You know what I'm saying? So
It's still on your back.
yeah, but you know. For me, it's about staying connected, man. As long as I stay connected, I'm Gucci.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
God bless. But yeah, it's gonna be the soon come. We have a nice little session on the
Yeah,
pod.
nice little session. Yeah.
Cry it out, hug it out.
Yeah.
We
I ain't
can
crying.
learn
Listen, no. If I'm crying this year, it's happy tears. I cried too much last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, nah, we ain't crying no more.
Yeah.
It's happy tears this year.
I'm with it.
I'm with happy tears.
Yeah,
Oh,
happy
always.
tears.
I want to get some tears too. Let me get a little bit too, man. Just hydration, y'all. Hydration. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Y'all
like-
boys were hard in the paint.
It's like Casa Migos. It's like Blanco,
Go.
Repa,
Side. Yo.
You good.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, you good.
That's wild. So I'm gonna say something kind of funny to me. You know, Mad Miles is like a thing, right? So I'm on Instagram watching it. One of my friends is out there doing the Mad Miles. I'm like, damn, man, who your friend in the background? Like, she tight. Like, put me on game, right? Put me on. She does, and she was like, I know your friend. We used to date. I was like, date? I said, I think it's the wrong word. I said, we had sex a couple times. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say that's dating. Probably some wings once, but we had sex, you know, and
Oh God.
that was it, right? So I was like, okay, we fucked, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to her, and she's like, well, to some girls, that's considered dating.
Hold on,
All we did was you brought me some wings once, and I think I picked up from the airport once, but then we had sex afterwards.
After the airport pickup.
Yeah.
Not after the wings.
Oh yeah.
Not
I
after the
fell
wings.
asleep.
It was after the airport.
I fell asleep. I
Yeah.
fell asleep after I had the wings.
All
Watched the Lakers game. I passed out. So is that dating now? Sex? Is that what they calling it? Have you ever been stuck in a situation? 'Cause I know you're single. This is a long
Yeah.
time for you playing.
Yeah, I ain't
so
dated.
I've never. Let me think about this now. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been in a situation where after one encounter, we immediately fall into the dating scenario. I try to be as upfront as possible. But yeah, that's wild. Like wings and sex, and you got a girlfriend.
it's crazy.
So I haven't dated in a long time, but my view on dating currently, I feel like the dating whole situation is so jaded now with technology, right?
It absolutely is.
So I think Tinder, or the swipe right, swipe left, all these apps that are out there, for my homies who use them, that turns into normally sex, right? Like
They
you
should be
swipe
friends.
left, you swipe right, or y'all both swipe whatever direction. The messages start going back and forth. Before you know it, one of them are at each other's house, and by the end of the night, they fucking, right? So I can see why if a woman could be on a dating app, have sex, and feel like I'm now dating this person that I met on a dating app because what technology has made it now.
I'm not on no app.
Well, that's the difference. But I'm just saying, like the landscape of it, where it used to be like a courting thing, like
Right.
when you was getting courted, that was the dating phase, right?
So call me
He
old school.
He taking you on dates. He buying you flowers. He calling you. Like it ain't just a good morning or a what they do WYD
Oh, yeah,
in the middle
yeah.
of the day.
Definitely
That
WYD.
like that. The game has just changed drastically to the point where I feel like what true connection is there in most cases. Like when you talk to my single homies, like they don't be doing that wine and dine and shit no more. They don't be doing all that no more. So it's like, what makes the connection is the sex. So I can see why, especially if you tell her we exclusive, like I'm only fucking you, she probably feel like, oh well, this my nigga now. Cause what else do she got?
That's true. I also thought it was this too. I think she might just try and save face, right? Like, I guess I was fucking this nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Gotta be, oh girl, yeah, we dated. You know that.
Oh, she definitely to her homegirl.
Yeah,
She's
definitely.
to her homegirl. She definitely saving face.
Definitely.
Can't do
Definitely
that.
saving face.
We weren't dating. We gonna cut that out.
All right. So we'll see you guys next week.
Amazing episode. What are we talking about?
Bro, just trying to be kind of funny, but yeah. We'll edit that part out.
No. Absolutely.
We're
leaving that.
Leave
Oh,
that.
that's staying.
No, the names will be blurted out. The names will
It
be
can
blurted
just,
out.
you can just be like, yeah,
Yeah, believe it. Yeah.
We
You
were,
out?
but you got to hear that we were not dating after that.
yeah.
Wow. I guess for me, man, like, I don't know, I'm a hopeless romantic, man. Like, I'm
Yes,
into
you
all
are.
that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want to buy you flowers. I want to wine and dine you. I
You
want
like to rub and suck on feet? You do that
Hey,
when you
listen,
dating
hey,
too? Or do y'all got to go together?
you got to be my lady to get that. You got to be my lady, and I don't mind. Like,
Yeah.
but listen,
Here you go. We got to start it.
You know, we're not gonna do it.
I know. I had to calm myself.
Okay.
I calmed
All
myself.
right.
Cool.
However, like.
He was about to
I
cross that
love love.
leg.
You know what I'm saying? I love love. I love being in love. I love being loved. All that. I love everything that come along with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a hopeless romantic. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's gonna take a little bit to melt this ice box, cause like it's an ice box. You know what I'm saying? Like especially now, like it's get your torches. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I'm hopeless, man. I'm like a penny with a hole in it. You know what I mean? So I don't mind doing all that, man. I know some cats might be like, oh, he a simp. Well, I'd be a simp and take your girl all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna do what you don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like most women most real women still appreciate that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I come from the old school, open doors. Well, how many? Everyone you walk up to.
Playboy.
Everyone you walk up to. We walking down the street, girl, get yourself on the inside. Right now. You know what I mean? Like, don't even reach for that check. I got it. I don't even care if it was your idea. I got it.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes.
Now. Sometimes,
you know.
sometimes I'm gonna sit there and I'm like, I just want to see. If I done paid for 4, 5, 6, 10 in a row, I just want to see. I'm gonna let it sit there for a second, see what you do.
Definitely have a day of events.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them checks you gotta get. It can be a small one.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But you gotta grab
like,
one of them.
I'm a hopeless romantic, man. I love, man. And listen, when I finally get me a boo, y'all gonna be sick of me. Cause every episode I'm gonna be shouting her out.
She gonna be here. She gonna be sitting right there watching.
She probably will be.
I know.
She probably will be. She gonna be in a production team. Aaron, you gonna have to train her up, man. She gonna have to do something. Cause my
It's only
baby
one
gonna be
ear.
with me all the
It's
time.
only one ear now.
Nah,
I know that.
Nah. She can do something. She gonna have to be able to
She can
do
take
something.
photos.
She can take pictures.
She can
can
take
do-
photos.
Yeah.
She can
You know what I mean?
definitely
I
take
hope you got an iPhone. You know what I mean? And if you don't, we'll get you straight, boo.
Yeah.
I promise.
Dang,
I
man.
promise. We'll get you straight.
Mike, sorry, man. We'll find you a new shooter. So, staying on this topic, because this has been a wild week for your boy. Yo, got me this episode decent, right? I mean, it's trying to keep it flowing. Yo. So, also this week, you know, in the Diddy household,
It's a wild place.
it's a wild
That's
place.
a wild place.
It's a wild place over there. Had a conversation of some ladies were telling me they're what's it called?
They're poly.
Poly.
They live
I don't know.
polygamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I did not know what that was. And so when they explained it to me, it threw me off. And I don't know if I'm gonna be a part of this game of I guess this poly lifestyle.
I don't know. It's poly something.
Yeah.
Polygamy.
There you go.
But they ain't saying that though. They use another word.
It's something else.
Are y'all familiar with this? Is
Yeah.
this like a new thing? It's like a trend? Something here to stay?
I feel like it's probably been happening, but it's now an accepted trend.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like swingers 2.0. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and they ain't necessarily all in the same room. You know, it used to be that you had these encounters with a set individual and that was it. Now it's like, the world is yours, roam it freely and come back to me.
Well, I think that's been going on forever. At this point, it's just, listen, if that's what you're gonna do, then that's what I'm gonna do. So let's just be honest about it. And if you with it, then I'm with it, and I'll holler at you later. You know what I mean?
I think that's the important piece. I think that it has to be an agreement.
It has to.
That's when it's true poly. If it ain't the agreement there,
Yeah.
then you just fucking around.
Yeah, you cheating.
Now, you think, now call me crazy. One person was a divorcee, so that kind of made sense to me. Do you think that's the good way to start your first like marriage? I mean, maybe like your second one cool, but your first one you starting off like that? That's a little wild, no?
I don't think it's the best way to start off. any relationship. First of all, that's my opinion. But I feel like the world is driven by sex. Like sex is everywhere. Sex is just like the thing. And I feel like I was watching one of those realtor shows about the selling of like Atlanta. It was the black women who big in real estate in Atlanta, and she was going to be entering her first marriage, and she said a particular person that she was going to potentially marry wanted her agreement to be poly. She's young, she's successful, she got money, she really don't need a nigga, but she was like, yeah, I think I want to do it.
Cause I ain't with it. I ain't. Just go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just go. Again, y'all talking to a hopeless. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ain't with it.
Now, but what if the poly setup is that she's like, I don't want to fuck another guy. Like I just want to be able to fuck all of the women that I want to.
Nah, absolutely not. Cause I'm not interested in a poly relationship.
Well, it's not just sex too. It's just like a full-fledged relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nah, you can't, nah, not with me. Not with me. You do whatever you want to with anybody else. That's not going down with me though. So if that's what you doing, then cool, boo, it's somebody out there for you. It's just not this guy.
Now, am I playing devil's advocate because it's always the dudes that have like 3 girlfriends, and like I feel like that's always been accepted, but I feel like I think now because the girls are doing it's just like off, not off, but just weird. What's up?
It's 2 different types, and y'all are talking about both of them as if they're the same. Polygamy is marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage, and they have people that they share.
Right.
Polyamorous.
Oh shit.
Whatever the word is.
Polyamorous?
Polyamorous.
Yeah. See.
Is I have multiple sexual partners.
Yeah.
Oh.
Intimate
Ooh,
sex
shit.
is different. So, like polygamy, they like men having multiple wives. That's been a thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The
Polyamorous.
polyamorous is what
I like the way you said it the first time, polyamorous.
polymorphous is. But that's what the kids with social media are now turning polygamy into, and it's not the same.
Yeah, well, either way, I'm not with either one. Yeah, I miss me with both of them.
How about if you're not like dating them like fully and you just like fucking around, like y'all casually dating? You still not down for it? Because it's kind of like how all relationships start out. Anyway, when you first start talking to somebody, right? Everybody got their go-to person when they first start talking to somebody that they're still just like fucking around with and still like more intimate with. I feel like it's just more out there now, but I do think it will take away from the fun from cheating.
I do agree with you on that, Diddy. I hate to say that. Because cheating can become a sport.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can be sport. So it takes away from the sport side of, I guess, the excitement of, oh, let me make sure I'm moving. But actually, I mean, it's just super stressful, but, you know.
But I think that's why it's becoming more popular with women, because women are the ones who typically get cheated on.
Yeah.
So they like, all right, since I know your stupid ass gonna cheat anyway, I'm gonna tell you up front that so am I. Are you cool with this or not? And you're gonna say no, but you maybe would have cheated on her. So it's like, that's where the conflict is. Like, but to your point, it's a sport, it's fun. So you might say that because you feel like it ain't gonna be fun no more because I know that we cheat on each other. Like, this ain't fun. So, but I think that's why it's becoming so mainstream and more popular, because what historically, when you think about women, right, they're not supposed to be hoes. Like, they're not supposed to be fucking multiple people.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
so
wholesome.
they're supposed to be wholesome,
all that
nurturing,
other stuff.
cleaning the house, cooking, taking care of home. Now you doing all of that and fucking everybody. But now they like, fuck it, yeah, we are. Just like the daddy and the husband is.
Yeah, and that's wild.
I'm cool.
You cool on that?
I'm cool on that, man. I'm cool. Give me somebody wholesome.
Well, you in a tough spot, man,
Give me
because
somebody wholesome.
women of your age, they
I don't
about
date
that.
my age.
Okay, and then the younger ones, they They lit as hell now too, though.
They are.
So you need to find that good. You need to come my little age bracket, them 31, 30-year-old ones. They kind of want to be a little more still wifey. Some of them. Now, mind you, I'm still single, so I mean, not all of them like that, but they trying.
Hey, listen, man. She out there.
Yeah.
She out there. I'm gonna be patient.
Are you actively looking?
Nah, I'm over here working on
dating
all
self?
things. Y'all see it? I go to Del Frisco's by myself. I went to the drive-in by myself. I go to Crowder's by myself. I do a whole lot of stuff by myself.
I don't know who's behind the camera.
Yeah, nah, that's me,
never know.
myself, and die. That's all.
Elliot said,
I
I'm
got
gonna
in
wait.
the
For her to come to
end.
me. She gonna come to me. She gonna.
Nah, it ain't even that. It's
out.
whenever she gonna show up, and I'ma know it. You know what I mean? I'ma know it. And
It's the
then,
one.
yeah, and then we gonna roll out from there. But until then, get paper, live stress free, get in the best shape of your life.
So, since you want to do this lifestyle, would you fuck somebody's wife if you asked you to?
Absolutely not.
Say that again.
Would you fuck somebody's wife if he asked you to, a little cuckle?
Probably not.
No. I wouldn't either. I was just asking the question.
Yeah, you would, Diddy.
Nah, man.
You wouldn't even
Now they
think
ask
twice.
me. I like the sport of it.
Especially if she's bad, you in there.
Nah, I don't think
For
so.
real?
Like I said, it ain't fun that way. You gotta earn it.
I think that was one of those situations that people ask for something that they probably not ready for.
Yeah.
Like seeing somebody else fuck your wife you gotta be, in my mind, in my head, you gotta be a sick individual to enjoy that.
That's nasty as hell.
That's just,
I ain't with that.
yeah. Or her.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nah. Nah, in no
So
scenario.
I would have to pass on it just for that. Because I
Yeah.
know
El Paso.
you're gonna see it and you're not gonna like it. You're gonna stop it. You're gonna want to beat my ass. Something.
Listen, I'm
Unless
not.
you just sit
I'm
there
not
twisted.
interested in nobody that's in a relationship. If you in a relationship, man, get away from me, please.
I ain't mad at it.
You know what I mean? If you in a relationship and if you halfway talking to somebody, if you got a situation, if you have an understanding, what's the other one called? I'm missing it. It's
Situationship.
if you got a situationship, if you got a boyfriend, a boo, a husband, a baby daddy, you still giving some to every now and then, miss me with all that. Like, miss me with all that.
You want a fully single person.
I need single. Are you single?
Oh.
I'm single.
Would you get married again?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I asked because if I ever get a divorce, I ain't get married no more.
Dunzo?
I had that thought process.
Oh, I'm committed to. I'm married to that. That right there. That's what I'm.
Shit, I'm doing
I
that.
put it to you like this. Would I get married again? Absolutely. Absolutely. Am I pressed on getting married again? I'm not pressed on it, but I definitely would. Yeah. I definitely would.
Something just came to my head, Mr. Married Man. Could you ever see yourself divorcing your wife? Like, what drastic thing you think would have to happen for you to ever just say, we can't do this? Would you be the type of person like, oh man, this ain't fun, no one ain't clicking, we try to make it work, or just gotta be a cheating scenario, do something wrong to the daughters?
I think I said this on the podcast before. I could tolerate cheating. I can't think of nothing like off the dome where I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk away. This is over. Like when you bring up the kids, I don't see. I mean, you can never say never, but I don't see her doing nothing that to our children.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess that goes back to finding a woman that's nurturing, finding a woman that does the things that she do. I'm just like, and then to put up with me, I know I'm a lot. So if you could put up with me for this, it'll be 10 years of marriage in July, 20 years of being together. If you can deal with me for this long, I feel like we good.
Locked in.
Locked in, locked and loaded.
So if you being divorced, obviously when you're married, death do his part, you're like, I'm gonna do this. That's why I asked, I'm assuming you probably thought the same thing as Jay, man, there ain't gonna be no reason I would want to leave my wife or she would want to leave me. And so this how's that process work? Is it one of the things all right, you don't want to be here?
No, that was the most difficult decision I've ever made in my life. That was not an easy decision to get to. It wasn't a decision that I wanted to get to, but once I got there, I was there. Once we had the conversation, there was no like turning around for me. You know what I mean? Because like I know if I'm on the flip side of that conversation and I was told that, then anytime something goes wrong in my mind, well, are you about to leave? You know what I mean? And so I knew, like I held off. Like I went through the cycle a couple times before I actually had that conversation. And so yeah, you know, it was a lot of different factors that led to it. But you know, even with all of that, I've learned so much about me, about relationships. You know, I've dated since then, and I've learned a lot from the people that I've dated and all of that other stuff, man. And so it's just it's a learning experience. The thing about marriage is, like, you have to be willing to grow separately and together.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Jay been married 10 years. Well, his wife isn't the same wife that he married 10 years ago. She's not the same 5 years ago. She's not the same 2 years ago. She's not the same from last year.
We've been about 10 different people.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And so but he's not the same either. So what happens is, if you start to grow like this, right, then it's, well, we got two separate lives. Like, we're living two different lives, and we're paying bills and raising kids together. You know what I mean? But when you're growing like this, and it's, okay, I'm growing, and I recognize your growth, and I'm supporting your growth. Well, I'm growing, but I recognize your growth, and I'm supporting your growth. And now we're going to figure out a way for us to grow together. Like, that's different. That's a true partnership. That's something different. That's what I want.
And I think it's good if you can get it where it kind of went, but I think it's very possible, and I'm probably an example of it going like this, and then you have to figure out how you get back there.
Yeah.
And probably the reason why I say I would never get married again is because it's constant work. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's a job.
It's constant. And then the different people that you become over time, then you add different layers of who you are professionally. You add different layers of who you are as a parent. A parent of one is different than a parent of two.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm trying to say? And then for those who have even more than that, but I just feel like those struggles people don't really talk about. And I think Michelle Obama recently did an interview, and she was like, yeah, I ain't like Barack, but like I hated that nigga for like 10 years. Cause I'm at home raising the kids, and he's flying here and there, and I'm at home with these rugrats, and I'm like, hello, like what's up? You know what I'm trying to say? So, and that's sometimes, you know, that has been my reality with me having to travel, or vice versa. My wife had a position where she was traveling 3 weeks out of every month for the whole week, Monday through Friday, for close to 2 years.
Jeez.
So when people see me now having to up and go to New York, or they, you know, people, you know,
We've been
people
doing
be hating, you know, so they might try to throw something in her ear. Oh, Jay be going to New York every week, She's like, yeah. And when I travel all over the world for 2 years, he held it down. So we good over here.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Right.
Yeah.
So people see from the outside looking in and try to, you know, trying to throw their little shade, but they don't know what it took to get here.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I was asking, like, what you think might could make y'all want to separate, because that's a lot to tolerate. 2 years, since you're not seeing your wife, you're taking care of kids. Like,
But see, so I was having, and I hate to cut you off.
Good? Embrace it.
But every relationship dynamic, every relationship dynamic comes down to communication. Everything comes back to communication. With communication, over here you got expectation, over here you have reality. The distance in between is disappointment. So the only way you see less disappointment is to get your expectation and your reality closer together. Well, how do you do that? Through communication.
Yeah.
Communication is more listening than it is talking. And you have to be able to receive what you're getting and then be able to articulate what you're giving. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of relationships go left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been guilty of that. I've not always been the best communicator. You know what I'm saying? Not until probably like last year. Last year like was a year where I had to learn how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? And so now at this point it's not about how I feel. It's about hearing what you're saying to me. And then once I hear what you're saying to me, I process that, and now I can give you what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And hopefully you're in a position where you can hear what I'm saying, and now we can have the
dialogue
conversation
and
in
figure it
order to fix, build, grow, change, leave, whatever. You know what I mean? But it all goes back to communication. Everything centers around communication.
And I think communication is important, but it's a very hard thing.
Exactly.
It's important, but it's a hard thing. And I think that we oftentimes communicate the way that we witness communication happen in the homes that we were raised in. That's also the challenge, like bringing two people together and trying to figure out life together, but you got this whole different upbringing and I got this whole different upbringing, and it clashes a lot.
Yeah.
So from a communication standpoint, me and my mother was a single mom, so just me and her in the house. She's a Taurus, she's a bull, she's very stubborn. We would have words or, that little, have a little shit, and we wouldn't talk. We walk around our house and not say shit to each other.
Yeah.
One day somebody will budge, and then we just be like, fuck it, we're gonna be back talking. Whereas my wife was raised in a household where her mama, her brother, everybody, y'all can call each other all kind of names, cuss each other out, and then 2 minutes later they playing cards together and hugging and laughing and shit. And I used to look at them like, y'all some weird motherfuckers. Like, who the fuck does that? Right? Yeah. But then look at my household now.
Yeah.
I walk in the house, maybe shit ain't clean. So I'll go here, go put on my. I ain't got shit to say. She cussed me out, yo raggedy ass, you da. And then 2 seconds later, be like, can I have a hug? Hell no!
Nah, keep that same energy.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say? But so it's like having to figure that out. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's crazy. Like, and when we was in premarital counseling, they taught us about that. Like, you got an old brain and you got a new brain. Your old brain is what your mama and daddy or what you done seen. Your new brain is what you want your new family to be.
Absolutely.
I have to constantly remind myself of that. Like I may say something slick or something. I'm like, man, go fix that. Like, you ain't have to say that shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And that's important.
Yeah.
But I felt like I was close to failing as a husband. I definitely have had those points like I'm fucking up. Like, I'm failing. Like, and then I have to, where I get those threats of like, all right, keep fucking with me. All right, all right, you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's my reality check. Like, Jay, you got to tighten up.
Yeah.
But it takes that communication for her to be heard, for me to be, because sometimes I used to feel like, and up until very recently, used to feel like my feelings were inferior to hers. So like, I'll say how I'm feeling, she'll counter with how she feel, and the whole conversation is shifted
to how she feels.
All about, and I'm stuck with this shit that, we ain't gonna dig into this.
Nah.
I thought I was talking about how I felt.
Yeah.
So we had to learn, like, communicating the way it was like, even if I gotta say everything and just dump it on you, you ain't gotta respond. Go sit on it, go sit with it, come back. Then we can re-engage.
Hate to cut him off.
I'm not.
At least I feel hurt.
Boy, jump down.
But before then, when we would go to that other place about her feelings and mine felt inferior, I would just shut down. And then it got to a point where I just stopped expressing myself. She don't like that. So now it's like just finding balance. But go ahead.
Man, Diddy, you made me lose my train of thought, bro. You did. It was something Jay said about so I feel like sometimes in conversations, you get on my nerves. I feel like sometimes in conversations, right? People want an instant response, especially like with women, right? And ladies, y'all know y'all do this. Y'all will be sitting on something for weeks. And then like when you finally figured out how you want to address the conversation, what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, you already know us, so you know what we're going to say, and then you know what you're going to say after we say what we say, and then you know the other point you're going to bring up, so we can't even deal with the first point. You're going to go right into the second point, right? And then expect us to handle all that when you've been sitting on it for weeks. You know what I mean? I feel like it's okay for me to just sit here and say, okay, babe, give me a second. Let me just process. Just give me an hour. Let me just go over here and think about what you said.
Because you dropped a lot on me.
Because you dropped a lot on me. And I need to figure out how I feel about it, because if I address it right now, I'm just reacting to you.
Yeah.
It's literally, you said it, you want a response, this is my reaction to it. This isn't how I feel about it. This isn't after I've thought about it, because if I react to it, you're going to hold me to the reaction. Well, 3 days later, after I done had some time to think about it and think about what I said, then it becomes a thing of, well, now you're just saying that because you said this. Well, absolutely, I'm saying this because I said I've had time to think about it. I've had time to process it. I've had time to figure out how I feel about it. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it is okay for both parties to be like, you know what? Give me a second. Like, just give me a second. Let me think about it. Let me walk away with it. I'm going to come back. I promise I'm going to come back to you. I promise we're going to talk about this, but just give me a second. Let me just deal with this and figure out how I feel about it. Because right now with you telling me, because ego instantly kicks in. So my ego may be damaged. My feelings might be hurt from an ego standpoint. Not necessarily my feelings are hurt. My ego is hurt. My pride is hurt. It's not me being hurt as a person who loves you and wants to care for you and nurture you and watch you grow and all that. You attack. My ego was attacked. My pride was attacked. So because of that, now I'm responding from that hurt. Not necessarily because my feelings hurt.
I can tell you another thing. We learned this in premarital counseling too. Asking a person, is this a good time? Is this a good time to talk? Because if it's not a good time, you need to be honest in that, because you're not going to receive what that other person got to say if it's not a good time.
Absolutely.
Next to that, pray. Like, pray before the conversation starts. Ask him to come into that room. Ask him to make sure y'all don't say shit out of malice. Make sure you don't go below the belt. Whatever you got to say, bring him into the conversation. Then get your stuff off. But I have to remind myself of these tools from premarital counseling, because it was over 10 years ago, is like, talk about how it made you feel. Like, don't talk about, oh, you did this, and, point the finger, but like, when you did X, Y, and Z, it made me feel A, B, C. So then I understand the feeling. Then I need to be able to regurgitate that to you to say, so make sure I heard you correctly. This is what you saying, this is how you felt. Okay, cool. Then add a layer of empathy. You know what? And it don't have to be that you necessarily agree, but that you understand that if she would do the same thing to you, you could potentially feel the same way she felt.
Absolutely.
Do I got everything? Is there anything that you would like to add? Because I want to make sure I've captured all of your feelings. Okay, then the process begins.
Diddy, let me ask you a question, man. What was your longest relationship, bro? It's a two-part. What was your longest relationship? And after hearing all of this from a married man and a divorced man, like, what is your view on marriage and how do you feel about marriage? So longest relationship and then your view.
Longest relationship, like straight out, no breaks.
It can be breaks.
Yeah, man, I fuck with a chick. I was in a relationship.
I thought fucking wasn't dating.
Nah, fuck. That's just my
So, baby girl, y'all were dating.
Nah, I'm just playing.
This was your man.
Y'all dated.
Jay really don't play. Oh, Lord. Aaron got to work this week, boy. Aaron got to work this week. Aaron going to be working. Oh, shit.
Time 7, Aaron. Time 7, baby.
Woo. Nah, in all season, I dated a chick for almost 10 years. Like, on and off. Yeah. High school sweetheart.
Okay.
Did that. Broke up in college. Rekindled. Part of the main reason why I moved back to Charlotte.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to drive to Durham, bro, every week on the road. The goal was to make it 1 year, and one was gonna make that move to either Charlotte or Durham and get shit going. So yeah, I mean, I did it, tried it, and we both fucked up. Tried to make it work again. I mean, shit, I was a stepdaddy. I was doing that shit.
Yeah.
Twins, rocking and rolling. Yeah. So I mean, I tried it. She did her dirt, I did my dirt. After a while, just too much of them piling back up. Yeah, too dirty, too dirty. So that was that, and I'm definitely want to get married. Main reason why I'm still single is because I want to get all the fuck shit out the way. All the, just fucking around, doing all shit. I want to make sure I'm not lying to my lady when I have one. So I want to get all that part out of me. Yeah. All the extra energy, women that catch my eye. Like, I still like women, don't get twisted, but like the old me, I'm jumping down on everything. Yeah. Now it's just like, okay, that one really catch my eye. Like, let me see what that's all about. And the world's big. Yeah. Like you said, you're learning something new about yourself every day. The women I was like have changed. The more I travel, the more I visit different things. It's like, yo, I might be somebody in California. Like, yo, your whole vibe is dope. Yeah. Having not heard this or seen type of vibe in Charlotte, like, I added that to my list. I think I like somebody's a little bit such and such way. And so until I find that, I'm chilling. But when I get married, I want to really be able to say like, yeah, this the one.
Yeah.
And my niggas gonna know like, oh yeah, no girl, he really rock with you. Like, we locked in for forever.
Yeah.
So that's my main thing, bro. But I think something that y'all said and both of y'all's parts that's very key, I think we can take from this is that patience is a big thing when it comes to relationships. And I think now just with these cell phones, we've lost that with the apps, everything is just like plug one in, plug another one in. And I think a lot of relationships stop now because one little error, on to the next one.
Yep.
And it's like, how you talk about how you want a man and want to get married and all this type of shit, but the first little issue you have, you're ready to run away. Like, that's not what marriage is.
Yeah.
So, like, to me, red flag, I couldn't date you seriously anyways. If you're ready to run off the first thing, like, we can't go through no real shit together. You mad about a call back or plans canceled, but guess what? We got kids in the situation, we got bills, we got real life to take care of. I can't lock in with you.
Right.
So that's kind of my main thing too, bro. It's just little notes I be taking with people, man. It's all about, not about what you talk, what you say, your actions. So we can have the first date, 2 days, and you say this type of girl and whatever, and when little shit happens, sometimes you just throw shit out there to see what the energy is. And not negotiable shit like that. Well, shit, I can't be with you anyways.
Right.
I feel you.
And that's me. Solid episode.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoyed it. Shout out to Aaron per usual. I know it looks good already. Guests in the audience, thank you, sir. Helped us out tonight. Say it one more time for me. Polymorous. Polymorpheus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's my word.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, so happy birthday to Jay. Happy birthday, Jay! Let's go turn up, cuz. Let's go turn up.